Hey, look, check this out. I gotta run to the store. I'm running to get my wife some. Look, it's this little it's like some little chicken salad mix that my wife bought from Rouse's. It's in like the deli. I tasted it. I said, "Oh yeah, that's good. I gotta go get one." Cause she bought a little small thing. She was like, "We can split it." I said, "Look, I'm gonna eat the whole thing." I said, "So to avoid that, I'm gonna go ahead and go get one." These folks looking for something. There's 3 ladies on the side of the road with a flashlight looking in the ditch. I was gonna say, "Hey, I got a flashlight." I said, "You know what? Flip them and keep going." Well, anyway, look, I was talking to this older guy, right? He's a Christian guy, and he was like, he's in. Well, what I mean by that, he's 68. All of his kids is grown and gone. And I asked him, we was just talking about something. I said, "Man, how do you?" He was like, "Man, I'm to the point now." He was like, "Man, I'm to the point now in my life. I don't care about nothing. Whatever happens, happens, because I know the Lord gonna take care of me." Now, on the outside looking in, a guy would be like, "Well, yeah, that's because you're well off." But see, what people have to understand is, when you look at people and think they have money, they really don't have money because they spend their money. They live off of their money. If you see somebody, for instance, I'm doing some work right now for a client. $1 million house, $70,000 truck, $100,000 boat. And you think, man, buddy got some money. When you start talking to him and you realize what it is they do, oh, he can afford all of that, but he really don't have 50 grand to just go. He can't go put his hand on 50 grand. And what I mean by that is, people will look at that guy and be like, "Look, man, I'm in a jam, man. I need 10,000. Can you help me?" And the reality is, he probably got 10, 15, 18, 20,000 in the bank liquid, and he probably got about $100,000 worth of credit he can go pull if he need it. And people will live off that. If I got a mortgage, like, look, I'm gonna show you something. House that guy live in, that mortgage probably about $2,000 a month. Truck that guy drive, probably about $1,300 a month. That's $3,300. That boat probably another $1,000, $4,300. All your bills, light bill, water bill, probably another 2-3 grand. So you're not out of much, but about I don't even remember the numbers I just gave y'all because I was watching somebody do something. Let's just say you out of $7,000. That's not, for what he do, it's not really a lot of money. For what I do, hey man, that's all right, we getting up there now. So for what he do, it's nothing to pay all that, and you still got play money left. Let's just say this guy's salary is about $17,000, $18,000 a month. Because if your bills total up to about $9 grand, you still got $9,000 a month to play with. Travel, eat good, spend money on your hobbies. So you really, in a sense, don't need to swipe your credit card, but at the same time, they fixing to give you a $40,000 credit card just because you're one of the guys who really don't need it. And then you can go to the bank and get a personal loan off your signature for about another 30, 40 grand. So you may have 20,000 cash in the bank liquid, and you probably can go touch $100,000 worth of credit. And people will look at guys like that and be like, "Look, man, I'm in the jam, man. Can you help me? I need 10 grand. And honestly, bro, 10 grand, I got it, but it's like, flip. I need to keep this in case I'm in a jam. And that's what this guy, he's not. This guy, when I say he's well off, his home paid for, all his kids grown and gone, driving decent vehicles, got rental property, stuff like that. And I said, "Man, how do you get to the point that you're not worried about money and you have a family?" He said, "This is what I learned." He said, "Look, I'm 68. He said, back when I first had my first kid," because he was telling me about how when him and his wife had first got married, they had got into a bad car accident or whatever. And, they had the kid and all that. And he said, "Man, looking all the way back," he said, "God has never left me to where I couldn't provide for my family And his wife never worked. His wife never worked. Kids grown and gone. He had started his own business. He basically did what the average guy do. Work a full-time job, start a business, get your business off the ground, go all in with your business, take your money, invest it in real estate, and just grow and go from there. And that was, that was something he did. And he was saying, like, he's like, man, even with all of that, he's like, you go through ups and downs with finances. He said, but man, looking back on it all, there was never a point in time where I couldn't provide for my family. It was never a point in time where my lights was cut off, my waters was cut off, I got evicted. He said, I've never experienced none of that. He said, but I had to work. And he said, the Lord never left me. He always provided. And I go back and look on my life when I was struggling and I was behind on my mortgage. I was behind on my light bills, nothing got cut off. We didn't get evicted. So you have to really believe, man, God gonna provide a way. We not gonna struggle. At the same time, you got to be wise with your money and you can't waste it. And that's one of the things I struggle with. That is my biggest struggle is finances, it's money. It's money. Because I'm always looking, okay, where's my next fix? This job I'm working on right now, this is gonna be a good piece of change. And I've already calculated the money. I'm gonna do this with this, this with this, this with this. Man, what the next lick at? Life. Just live it. Don't plan it, live it. And if you're gonna live it for God, He will make a way.